3, and go. Hello, everybody. Today, welcome to the 23rd? What fucking episode is it? Oh my god. It's the 23rd episode of the Kpush Podcast. Today, we don't have anybody. Today, it's just us. Today, it's just me. It's all about self-centered me today. I really legitimate think that if you were kind of playing this game with ourselves, that if you get in a room by yourself and there's a microphone in front of you and there's a webcam in front of you, you're not insane for talking by yourself out loud. You are. There's a legitimate problem, I think, with people that can do this that is being overlooked, like myself. Like, I legitimately think that you should come by my house later after this is uploaded and probably lock me in a cage or some sort of mental asylum or hospital, because this is a legitimate problem with people just sitting in a room with a webcam and a microphone talking out loud and them just thinking it's not insane. You're insane. Anyway, now that we've established that point, and now that we know what we're doing, I really am mad about a lot of things in the world today. And I'm sorry that I didn't get a podcast out this weekend. This should be coming out Wednesday. I want to get one probably with Kenny or Christian. We're probably going to have a regular on. It's because regulars are so much easier. Jesus Christ, it's not even funny how easier it is to have somebody that's already been on the podcast back on than getting somebody new on the podcast, because you have to get, there's a lot of planning, a lot more stressful. They're more stressed out, so you have to, calm them down. So, it's a lot more work, but we'll probably have a regular on this weekend. We still haven't gotten Tracy on. We're going to ignore that. It's fine. Just ignore it. But getting into substance of today, I really wanted to talk about advisory at school. And if you don't know what advisory is, I don't know if other high schools have it. My school that I go to, which is Oliver Ames, has this thing called advisory. And I don't know who was smoking crack. I don't know what drugs they were on. But somebody thought that it was a legitimate good idea. And basically what it is that it's a 12-minute period sort of break, almost, right? And you go there, you have a separate teacher, you'll have him for 4 years. So you'll have him all throughout high school. You have no choice in who this man or woman is. It's complete random. You're given with 12 other students. So it's you and 12 other students that you are assigned this particular person with for 4 years, all throughout your high school. And look, I'm gonna be honest about this. I'm gonna be straight up. Advisory really was not that bad. It really wasn't that bad before shit goes down. When we were last year, right? We were 2019, so 2 years ago now. Jesus fuck. I can't even believe it. 2019, right? Nothing was going on. 2018, 2019, you had a bunch of solid good years where really nothing happens. From 2008, the financial crisis happens, and that fucks a bunch of shit up. So from 2008 to 2020, you had 12 solid years of nothing. Nothing going on. Everything pretty good. Ebola happened. That was in Africa. Fuck off. ISIS was around. Donald Trump came in, fucked them up. It was relatively pretty good. And so advisory seems like a good idea. You got this bullshit classroom you go to for 12 minutes of people you don't know. Of people that you have never really talked to before, and now you are all in the same classroom for 4 years. And it's not a terrible idea when everything's going well. But when Grandma Nanny over here, and I don't know, Grandma Julie, Grandma Pammy, Grandma whatever your fucking grandma's name is, when she is dying of COVID, advisory doesn't seem like a good idea anymore. No. Like, and especially with this year, with the pandemic going on, they had absolutely no idea what the fuck to do. Zero idea of what to do. Because what it was a daily class for 12 minutes throughout the day. Well, you're not even in school daily anymore. Which, should always be the case, because who the fuck goes to school daily? That's so ridiculous. That's so... In that alone is so... 5 days a week, going in, 8 hours of fucking... Well, you had school for like 7 hours, and then you had to have like an hour and a half of homework. And then as a high schooler, you probably have some other shit going on where you either are doing sport, an extra activity, or getting a fucking job, or you're a lazy fuck, one of those things, and so it's weird. It's not good. Like, with all this shit going, is fucking dead air. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize how bad the dead air was. If you're alone, holy shit, like, you have no one to back you up here, and no one to, like, help you. I, like, lose my train of thought. Sorry, let me fucking regroup myself for a second. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little heated at the moment, a little getting sidetracked. With advisory, so you usually have a job, you usually have all this shit going on, and then you have this weird classroom. And what they did is that they put it on Wednesday. So Wednesday is the advisory day, where you meet up with everybody during the pandemic during a fucking Google Classroom meet. And if Google Classroom's the same thing as Zoom, exact same thing, they just call it a different thing. I don't know why we use Google Classroom. It's because, well, actually I do know why. I don't know why the fuck I said that. The reason why we use Google Classroom is because we're already kind of set up with Google Classroom. We already had, like, all of our accounts set up, and everyone's, like, information, and we do it all through Google Docs and Google Classroom already. So we had, it was Google Classroom, and then we had Google Meets is actually what they're called. Not Zoom. They're called, or it's not called Google Classroom. Google Classroom's the thing that you go to, where the teacher will put all of our assignments and stuff like that, and where you can turn shit in. Google Meets is the place where you meet up, and Google Meets is the exact same thing as Zoom. It's just called another name. So they gave advisory to a Wednesday Google Meet. And it was okay. I'm going to be honest with you. It was fine. They were terrible. They were a horrific thing to ever happen. The fact that the DJ Henry day was given to advisory is just repulsive. Like, legitimately insane. Who the fuck thought that advisory was going to be able to handle a DJ Henry day? A very serious, sad, honorable, like, day. A very... I mean, there really aren't any words to describe it. There's so much going on. Like, you'd have to break it down into multiple different things. But the fact that they thought that advisory could handle such a big task, and part of that big task was that they didn't do it for 10 years. So they thought that advisory could handle something that they were 10 years late on. 10 years. And if you think that the DJ Henry Day thing was like, well, at least they're doing shit now and whatever, that's true and that's good, and at least they're doing shit now and that's always great. But the problem is that they never really gave a reason or really made it clear that this wasn't going to happen again. They really didn't come out and say how much they fucked up. As Kenny came on the podcast and he said that they didn't really emphasize on how much they dropped the ball. And I think that it was just so ironic that they thought that DJ Henry Day could be handled by advisory. Again, with all of the problems I just said, with the awkwardness, the randomness of the choosingness, you don't really get close with the kids because you see them for 12 minutes throughout the fucking day. You don't, there's nothing, there's no real connection there. It's all like bullshit that's okay when shit's going well, but fuck, I fucking lost what I was going to say. But when holy shit, how did I lose what I was going to say? This is the second time that's happened now on this fucking podcast. If this happens again, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I need fucking after fucking the I don't know, whatever fucking Joe Rogan sells or whatever, the fucking thing that helps the brain. The DJ Henry Day, there we fucking go, got it. For all these reasons that advisories suck, with the awkwardness, the randomness of the teacher, and all this shit, you think that they would be able to have like an honest-to-God conversation through a Google Meet, okay, about DJ Henry? You think that would like legitimately be able to happen? That's so insane. Like, I don't know what drugs was going on where they thought that they could have like an honorable thing online. And you could be saying, like, what are they supposed to do? Well, first of all, they could have done it any fucking year before this. Like, any fucking year before this, they could have done it. Or figured out a way to just do it in person with masks or something. Because, I mean, the Google Meet thing is such horseshit. And if you're trying to do, like, a wake or a funeral, like, that's so weird. That's so weird to do on a fucking Zoom or Google Meet. Like, when you are talking about something this serious, it doesn't work. It just does not fucking work. And I haven't gone to advisory literally the exact day they stopped pretending Wednesdays were bullshit. So with Wednesdays, with all this going on, with all of it being bullshit throughout COVID, the thing that really got me to like be like, okay, you're full of shit, I'm done here. That thing was when they said, okay, Wednesdays are now actual work. You have to do legitimate actual work on Wednesdays now. They're not just like a fuck around day where like they can kind of give something, but like it doesn't really fucking matter or affect anything. Like, legitimately, it's a fucking day now that you have to attend to and get work done. Haven't gone to a single fucking advisory since then. At that moment, you have to understand something. And for me, I'm going into school on Wednesdays. Since they have said that we're doing actual work on Wednesdays, the bridge program set up a thing where you can go into the school on Wednesdays and do your fucking work that needs to be done on Wednesdays. And they want me to join a fucking advisory meeting, and I've been getting like a little bit of like passive aggressiveness, like a little bit of feeling, I don't know, like the fucking Force from Star Wars, like of like them getting angry about me not going to advisory because they count it as a class. They think it means something. It doesn't. What are we doing here? You are telling me to get work done on Wednesdays. I'm going into fucking school to get it done, and you want me to stop doing fucking work on Wednesdays to go to the circle jerk of a fucking Google Meet with people you don't know, a person you didn't choose for 4 fucking years throughout your entire high school experience, throughout a fucking pandemic. How bullshit is this? I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It's insane. It's insane. It's insanity. And whoever was doing this, what black tar heroin were you on? Like, what drugs could you possibly been on to think that this was a good idea? To think that, to look at all of the factors, everything going on, the randomness of the teachers, the randomness of the students, the Google Meets, the pandemic, now giving actual work on Wednesdays. There's more productivity that I get done from watching porn than there is from joining that fucking advisory meet. And it's cute, it's fine, whatever. It was a good thing to say to the government, hey, look what we're doing for mental health. They got this fucking 12-minute period where they go in, the circle jerk, it's random kids, whatever. It's fine. You got it. All right, look good. Through a fucking pandemic, when the grandmas are dying, it's not that good anymore. Get rid of it. Drop it. We're done with this. I'm done with advisory. I'm done talking about it. Everything's off my plate. What's up next? How long was that? That was so long. Jesus Christ. We're moving on. There was, a thing that has been posted a lot recently on social media. I screenshotted it. I want to do exact quotes here. Legitimately. So, I don't know if you saw this. This tweet is from Channel Ali. I don't know her fucking Twitter name. I don't care. I'm dyslexic. Go fuck yourself, you fucking ableist. This tweet about Joe Biden. Alright, here it is. Why are you complaining about Biden? You voted him in. Because we're not a cult or just blindly following whatever he does. No president is above criticism, especially if people are suffering. This is a lot of posts been posting around. I don't want to name any names unless they've been on the podcast. Abby Sanford, Callie Blackerberry. You're both fucking retarded. Listen to me. Legitimately. Listen to this. The problem with that quote, and I'm not going to pull it up because I'm too lazy. You can find it on the internet if you fucking quoted exactly what I just said. The problem with that, why are you criticizing Biden? And they did the, don't you love when they do the up and down caps? So it sounds like they're mocking them, but you just like, what is this? What is this? You already have the quotations up. Do you really need to do the up and down caps? Whatever. You do you. But, you have this thing, right? And they're saying, well, because we're just not a cult. We're not like the Trumpies here, right? We're not like the Trumpies where we just follow President Trump throughout everything he does. We're so much better than them. And here's the problem with that fuckface. Is that Joe Biden hasn't fucking changed in 50 fucking years. He's been doing the same shit for 50 fucking years. During the entire Obama... And this is mainly what they're talking about, is the Syria thing. Because so many people from the left were like, the fuck are you doing? You're fucking bombing Syria for what? For what? We have COVID going on right here. Like, there's so much shit happening. There's, like, problems that we need to fix on our own soil. So many people are hurting. There are people that don't have enough food here and don't have enough money to get through the day. And we need to fix this. Because we were doing okay before the pandemic. We were doing really good. Employment numbers were down. The economy was booming. What happened? And how do we fix it and get back? Do we just blame COVID? How do we bounce back from this? And instead of fixing on all those problems, Joe Biden goes, fuck you, I'm bombing Syria. The fuck are you gonna do about it, huh? And people on the left were like, okay, the fuck, what's going on here? What is happening? Why is he bombing Syria? What's going on? And now they're talking about, like, well, we can criticize him because, no president's above criticism, like when people are suffering and shit. Okay. What did the Obama administration do? The entire fucking administration. You have seen so many posts. You have seen so many things about the Yemen starvation, I think, right? Yeah, the Yemen starvation of people, so many people starving in this small country because we went in there, fucked their shit up. During the Obama administration, there was really no call to help their country get started after we took out their corrupt government. Which what happened was that there was a corrupt leader, and he was fucking everything up in this small country, and we fucking went in there and took it out, and the country was way better under the dictatorship. Which it wasn't that great before the dictatorship. And we thought it was going to be better, but we went in there, fucked their shit up, and there was really no help for them to start like a new government or help to get them aid or anything like that. So Yemen's just fucked. I mean, they're completely fucked, and they're fucked because of us. In a way, we thought we were helping, but in reality, hindsight 2020, we just completely fucked their shit up. And the entire administration of Obama and Joe Biden, we just fucking nuked the Middle East the entire time. And with the crime bill of the fucking 1990s that Biden just fucking pushed for, how many fucking black people were locked up? How many? How fucking many people were locked up? And he just hasn't changed. In fact, the reason why that quote doesn't work, we're not a cult, just following his actions. You kind of are. You are. In a way. In a way, you very much are. Because he's been doing the exact same thing for 50 years. He's been doing the same thing for 50 years, and you have voted him in to presidency now. And instead of taking responsibility of that, which you forced the responsibility of every action Donald Trump did on. You forced all that responsibility of everything that Donald Trump did. You made sure it reflected the people who voted for Trump into office. You made sure of that. And now when it's done, the exact same thing to you. When your guy, the person you voted in, is doing the same thing he has done for every year he was in politics. Every single year. You're now angry about that? You think that that's not fair? What part of that isn't fair? And like this is a problem because you can post this on your social media and it can look great. It can look so, and I'm by no means a Trump supporter at all. Literally 0% of me is a fucking Trump supporter. I liked Trump way better than I liked Biden and Kamala. I mostly have problems with Kamala Harris because fuck that bitch, but I still didn't like Trump. I wanted Bernie, Andrew Yang, Tulsi Gabbard. In my perfect world, Tulsi Gabbard would be president, Bernie Sanders or Andrew Yang would be vice president. In my dream perfect world, that's a lie. Elon Musk is president, Tulsi Gabbard's number 2. But in my perfect world, that's what I want in office. I don't want these fucking weirdos who are old and they don't really have anything to say. Bernie Sanders is good. Get the fuck out. The thing with Bernie Sanders, though, is he's been consistent his entire presidency. He's been very, very, very consistent about everything. Legitimately about everything he's done, about everything he's said. He's wanted authenticity. He was out there in the fucking civil rights movements, getting arrested and still supporting them. Like, those are things that we should look for in a politician. And I just think that if we could get rid of this fucking two-party system, we would be able to get fucking be okay. We've fucking figured it out. We'd be able to be somewhat okay. But I don't think we will be, because, like, we can't get people like Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard and Andrew Yang to represent these political parties, because the political parties are fucking corrupt. They're not in it for the people. They're in it for the fucking money. They're in it for the cha-ching. They don't give a fuck. And it's a real fucking problem. And these people, like, posting these social media stories, they think they're doing something. They're thinking they're making a better place in the world. You're not. You're not. You're pissing motherfuckers off. You are making everybody around you angry. Abby and Callie, you are making everybody angry. Nobody cares. There was, I don't know if I should talk about this on the podcast. I want to tell the story. I won't use the names, even though that they've been on the podcast. I just want to, I don't want to offend them. But, getting off of Joe Biden and whatnot, there's somebody who made a post, and they said, I don't know, it was a TikTok that's been going around, and I thought it was really funny. I'll explain to you why in a minute. It's funny. I don't know if I can find it. I probably can't, but it's out there. I saw it with my own eyes. Trust me. Just trust me. It was a TikTok of somebody explaining their gender, and they said, when you go to a restaurant and you say, "Can I have a Coke?" and they say, "Oh, we have Pepsi," and you're like, "Oh, okay, the Pepsi will be fine." But in all reality, you really want the Coca-Cola. And, that's kind of what my gender's like. Like, I'm pretty much a girl, but, like, there's, like, it's not really, you really want the Pepsi, or you really want the Coke, but you're getting the Pepsi. That's kind of what saying I'm a girl's like, because I'm almost there, but not really. And I started laughing at this because I said, only really, really fucking annoying people care about Coca-Cola and Pepsi. And I thought it was so perfect, because it's a perfect representation. Only annoying people give a fuck about Coca-Cola and Pepsi. And she's comparing... and I just thought it was very ironic, because I think anybody who really gives a shit about Coca-Cola and Pepsi and really thinks that there's an actual difference and cares about that much, you're a fucking asshole. I mean, you're way too white. You need to be robbed, or shot at. And, you're just fucking, like, who gives a fuck? And she was comparing that to her gender. I'm not saying anything bad about gender, whatever you want to think of. I'm just saying that if she's comparing gender to Coca-Cola and Pepsi. That's a stupid fucking comparison. Whatever you want to say about gender, I don't care. I don't know. Whatever. But I do know the Coca-Cola and Pepsi reference is the dumbest thing ever. There's one more thing I want to talk about, and then we'll fucking wrap this shit up. I feel like this has been going for a long time now. It was also, I saw it on Instagram. I think it was President Joe Biden posted this. Of course. Let me get it going. I don't want to. It was Joe Biden. Yes, I was correct. He posted this the other day. The American Rescue Plan. Okay, this is a brand new thing that President Joe Biden is talking about now. The American fucking Rescue Plan. As many as 11 million kids don't have enough to eat, and he shows this tray of this plate tray, this food tray, and it has a bunch of apples on it, and it says every apple represents 100,000 kids. And Joe Biden posted it, and Joe Biden says in the caption, "No child in America should go hungry. The American Rescue Plan will extend and invest in critical food programs to help ensure every family gets the food that they need." Okay. America. What the fuck are we doing? Legitimately, what are we doing? Like, can we have one fucking food problem in America? Please. Can we have one food problem? We have 3 currently. We have Noah Bolito in our country. Number 1, we have fucking Noah Bolito in our fucking country. How is Noah Bolito and starving kids in the same country? Fuck the distribution. Why can't I not fucking say that word? I can't fucking say it. I'm done. No. Fuck this. I'm fucking finding out how to fucking say this word. The fucking distribution. There we fucking go. The distribution of fucking wealth. Fuck that in America. That might be fucked, but fuck the fuck the fucking distribution of wealth. Yeah, that's bad in America and whatnot. But what is the distribution? Oh my God. What is going on with my brain? Distribution of wealth. Fuck that in America. But what is the I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm gonna fucking put a gun to my face and fucking blow it off. Not literally. Don't take that seriously. I'm joking. But seriously, I can't say this word. Why can't we get, the gap of wealth in America is bad and the gap of money is bad. What the fuck is the gap of food in America? How do we have Noah Bolito and starving kids in the same country? Let alone in the same world, but in the same planet, but in the same fucking country? What? And then, so we have 1/3 of the kids just fucking obese as shit, way too fat. 1/3 are starving and dying, and then we have the other third that are just fucking have diet problems and fucking social eating anxiety and can't fucking eat food. What is going on here? Can we fucking have one problem, please? Can we figure out one fucking food problem? Why do we have all three at once? Why? Why do we have kids that are just don't want to eat and can't, and like something in the brain is stopping them on eating? 1/3 of them just don't have enough to eat, and the other ones are just fat as fuck. Why? Why? Like, it mind boggles me. It really does. And apparently what the American health plan was, and why this is brought up, was because a lot of kids depend on school, the free meal at schools, and being able to get that free meal at school. But who the fuck is shutting down the school? Who the fuck is shutting down the schools right now? Is it the fucking Republicans? Do they give a shit about COVID? Like, who? And now they have to come up with this American plan. And yet, Biden just bombed fucking Syrian babies. He's fucking bombing Syrian babies over here. And then he fucking comes back the next day and fucking is like, oh, we need to save American kids. We need to save them. Oh, they're starving. Like, Jesus Christ. Do you care about children? How about you not fucking bomb Syria? Like, can we fucking start with that, Biden? Please, before you fucking save the starving, fucking stop bombing people. Jesus Christ. You fuckers. I don't mean half of the things I say on here. Legitimately. Don't take anything I say seriously. If you take a 17-year-old boy's opinion, what he says seriously, who wants to become a comic, we have problems. We have problems. More so you, but definitely we do. I also wanted to talk about one more thing. I said this 2 things ago. It's fine. Shut the fuck up. I also said that we weren't going to do a morning podcast, but here we are at fucking 6:30 in the morning. Shut the fuck up. With Texas just opened up fully 100%, and a lot of people are fucking angry about this. Jesus Christ. A lot of people are angry about this, and a lot of people are upset. And, I just, want to start off this segment the way I did everyone else on here. Shut the fuck up. What do you want? Because Texas just opened up, a lot of people from the left are like, oh my God, there's another pandemic going on. And here's the real problem of fucking reposting, is because you can say someone else's words. So you can have someone intelligent like myself, or someone that sounds intelligent who really isn't intelligent and doesn't know what they're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just have figured out a way to sound what to say, or saying stuff that sounds good so it doesn't come off as complete horseshit. But even me saying shit, it doesn't come off that well. So I think this whole thing's just horseshit. But you can just repost something and have someone else say something, and you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. But you just have this like fucking boop and repost it to your story or fucking retweet it, whatever. You have this thing where you can take somebody else's words and you feel like you said it. You were like, yeah, I shared it. I didn't think it, but I shared it, so, I did something today. No, you fucking didn't. You made everything worse. You need to fucking sit in your bed, fucking go watch porn and masturbate, fucking go off your lonely self. Nobody gives a shit to what you have to say. And you have... What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, and Texas just opened up. So a lot of people from the left are fucking angry. And they're saying, they're reposting, like, all this shit about, like, there's still a pandemic going on. Like, don't you understand? Like, there's still a pandemic going on. And I don't think you fully, like, get it. Like, you can't fully open up anymore. Like, I know we've been closed for a year now. I know a literal business and buildings have just been sitting there for an entire 12 months now, not been making any money, any profit, or half profit. But now the government is saying, I'm lifting mask bans, because this is what he said. He's saying he's going to lift masks, and he's going to let businesses fully open. And a lot of people are reposting, saying all this bullshit. Like, when do you want everything to open? When do you want everything to... You want it 2 more months? 3, 4, 5, 6? How many more fucking months do you want? The vaccine is out. It's been out for 2 months. 2 fucking months. It's been out. When do we open? When you let people be fucking human beings again and let them make their own decision? When do you do that? Because you're not letting them do it right now. You haven't been doing it for the past year. When do you let adults be fucking adults and say, you know what? I can take the chances. I can do this. I will open up my place. I'll take safety precautions, do what I think what safety is, and I'm not going to let the government tell me how to fucking handle this pandemic. And he's saying he's lifting it and allowing people 100% places to go back open. He's not saying you have to. Like, no one's saying that you have to not wear masks or that your business has to be, you don't have to have a mask mandate in your fucking business, because it's your fucking business. Do whatever the fuck you want. It's fucking Texas. But how are people in Massachusetts complaining about what's happening in Texas? Massachusetts sucks ass right now, and it's fucking terrible. The idea that the vaccine has been distributed well here is fucking embarrassing. I've heard that this is one of the best states to distribute the vaccine. That is fucking disgusting and appalling to me, because we still aren't doing it that well. And there's a big difference when you live in a red and a blue state, because when you live in a red state, you're not paying that much in taxes. But when you're living in a blue state, you're paying so much fucking money to taxes, and your fucking government, the fucking blue state government, is just going into your bank account and just sucking all that minimum wage money out of your fucking bank account, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then you look around and the vaccine isn't being distributed as well and as fast as you want to. They're still going slow. No matter how fast as you go, there's been 2 fucking months. 2 months. The vaccine has been out. You had 8 months to prepare. 8 fucking months to prepare. And now you have apparently Johnson or Jones C. Johnson or whatever the fuck the company name is, saying sometime in nearby future that they'll be able to distribute 1 million vaccines. Where the fuck were you before, bitch? You had 8 months. You had 8 months to prepare and to do something, and you didn't. And you're getting all of this tax money. You're getting all this tax money. And when you're paying all this tax money and the government doesn't do well, because if you're in a red state, where I used to live in Pennsylvania, which is a swing state, but their taxes are definitely lower than Massachusetts or California. And when the government isn't working as well as you want it to, and you're paying all this money in taxes, it mentally fucks with your brain. Like, something inside you and something about you, like, wants to go fuck shit up. Like, it's like, what the fuck? What do you mean you're not doing what you need to do? Like, I need to go commit arson then. Because you're fucking, you are stealing my money. You are taking my money and not taking care of my priorities. You are stealing my money. And I won't have it. And it mind boggles me, and it mind fucks you. There is something inside you that is being mind fucked that you can't really do anything about. And it's just super, super frustrating. Because Massachusetts should already be opened up. We should. We should already be fine. We've had a year. The vaccine's been out. And they're taking all of this fucking money during COVID. During COVID. I am an essential worker, they call me. I wouldn't consider myself an essential worker. But they call me. They call me an essential worker. And they still fucking take fucking taxes on my paycheck. Every week. Every week. And you hear all the time, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're so brave. Essential workers, so brave. So brave. If they're so brave, give them fucking pay raises. Give them fucking pay raises. Like, America is all talk. Always. Unless we go to war. Like, we're always all talk. Unless it comes to war. And it's just frustrating. I don't know what the fuck to do. It's just frustrating. It really is. Alrighty then. This has been episode 23 of the Kpush Podcast. Solo episode. Fucking 47 minutes. Could you talk in a room by yourself for 47 minutes? Could you? No, you couldn't. You fucking liar. You fucking liar. This was so much fun. I had a fucking blast here today. I'm definitely going to be doing this more. And allowing my insanity to just go off. Hopefully that this was a pretty good podcast for you guys. Hopefully this counts as the fucking weekend podcast, even though that is Wednesday. It's fine. We're not going to talk about it. I was supposed to do it Tuesday, but literally my back was killing me so bad. I fell asleep in my fucking work clothes last night and fucking got dressed this morning and got the fucking podcast in. That's it. That's all I have to say. If you watch this, you just watched a mentally insane person talk to himself for 50 minutes now. So congratulations. You got one thing off your bucket list, hopefully. And I hope you guys have a good day. I really do. Goodbye.